ago, but what did we find?
I don't know, heated rivalry? That was a joke. I don't know. I guess it's funny, like we actually did that. We did it, I wish we had done other animated, like Scooby Natural was one of the craziest things ever in television. Like, that's never been done like that before. We actually had an entire episode of Scooby-Doo embedded within our episode, and somehow Warner Brothers let us do that. I don't know, like, what executive said, like, normally they really protect their IP. They're like, no. This show, you know, has a storied history and a loyal following. Scooby-Doo, we're not going to ruin it with your weird garbage. But they let us do it, and it was totally awesome. I think it would be really, really amazing to embed. Well, we can't because our show's off the air. Keep forgetting. But like The Simpsons or something like that. We could put an episode of put ourselves in an episode of The Simpsons. That'd be pretty awesome. Well, do you have ideas?
Our wife, family, good.
Okay, so you're thinking along the same lines.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Great.
you could teleport in there, you could leave it away.
Weaseling is what I do. Thank you. Great. Hi.
Hi, Misha. Welcome back to Norfolk.
Thank you.
I enjoyed your book of poems.
Oh, thank you.
I wondered if you plan on doing another book of poems or writing another book sometime.
I am, and I am. Yes. Yeah. Thanks for the question. I have been writing a novel, which is totally ridiculous because I have no experience writing fiction, and I'm basically illiterate myself. But it's been a super fascinating, fun, exciting project. It's the thing that I've been working on that I most want to find time for. Oh, I just wanted a couple hours. To work on my writing. It's like it's sort of a dystopian near future where you know, America is descending into autocracy and AI is taking over and oh wait a minute. But it's like it's a father and a daughter, and the dad is like this sort of paranoid. Wait, I'm not going to spoil it. Anyway, I'm working on that, and I'm also hoping to write some poetry. I mean, I have written poetry. I'm hoping to publish poetry again at some point, but I don't know exactly when that will happen. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, my name's Beth. My question today is, it's so stupid, but it started a debate at work that lasted like over...
Listen, this is the place for stupid questions today. That's our sweet spot. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so if you can only pick one, you can only eat one food for the rest of your life, but it's going to be either a chicken-flavored banana or banana-flavored chicken.
That's not stupid, that's very thoughtful. Well, God, I'm glad you asked this. So chicken-flavored banana obviously brings with it some advantages. One, it's vegetarian. I'm not a vegetarian, but if you had vegetarians over and you wanted to share with them, they would be put off by the chicken flavor, of course. But you'd be like, yes, but it is vegetarian. You would probably die fairly quickly. Because you can't live off, as you all know, you can't live off bananas alone. That's how the saying goes. This is not sad at all, by the way. I just had this moment of realizing, like, my show's been off the air for 5 years. And I'm sitting on stage in front of a group of strangers talking about chicken and bananas. And this is what my career has come to. I guess it's better than where I started. I can't believe you asked that question.
It started as ticket work, it lasted over a week, and it's...
I think, well, to be honest with you, I think I'm going to have to chew on it. I don't want to hastily answer this question. I think it's going to take a little masticating here. Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks. I will be asking my children this question. Oh no, they're vegetarians.
Okay.
So actually, they're going to answer it too easily. I kind of wish I was a vegetarian at this point, because then I could have quickly answered this question and moved on. And now I'm stuck in this vortex with you. About my kids, a few years ago, like 3 years ago, I was like, we had a free day, and I was like, what do you guys want to do today? Let's do something fun. And they're like, let's go see some animals. And I was like, okay. So I Googled, and I found a petting zoo that was like 45 minutes away. And so we went to the petting zoo, but it turns out it was a trap. And it was a vegan animal rescue place for factory farmed animals, where they had these like cute animals who had endured unspeakable horrors in factory farms, and now they are, hobbling around on one leg and miserably deformed and still cute. And the kids were like, I'm never eating meat again. And they both, and I was like, yes, this will wear off. It hasn't. They're both like staunch vegetarians. When I eat meat and just like let it dribble down the street. That's the kind of parent.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Hi.
My name's Esther. This is my first convention. Super excited to be here.
We're excited to have you. What is it that precipitated you deciding to join this cult?
My husband.
Ah.
Yep.
Is this your first time too?
Yes.
Oh my goodness! So you're both losing your virginity together. Wow.
Yeah, it's a very special experience for us. So I wanted to ask you, throughout Castiel's journey in his story and character development, is there a version of Castiel that was your favorite to play?
I had the most. Well, I have a special place in my heart just for regular old dopey cats. And I had the most fun, I think, playing Lucifer.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks. Hi.
Hi, my name is Allie.
Hi, Allie.
I have another really super weird question.
Oh, God. Help.
Probably a bit thought-provoking. Okay, so if you could dispense 5 liquids out of your fingers, like unlimited liquid out of your hand, and why? I can give you 9 if that'll help.
No. Tea, oat milk, hot glue, pepper spray, semen. Sorry, I made influence. What is happening? It's the Navy. The Navy needs me back. Hey guys, call me. We gotta go. Sorry. Hi. I hesitate to offer you the opportunity to ask a question.
I have a very important question.
Okay, what is it?
If you were a Disney
Anything that says, okay. You know, we're gonna have to lay down some rules here to wrap this in, folks. Your question is no longer allowed to start with "if you were," or "if you had to." Not allowed. No hypothetical, weird food things. Let's come up with a different question. I'll coach you. Let's talk. All right, what do you think? What's going? No, if you were. See, you did it again. No. Let's start over. If you were to come up to the microphone and ask questions, something you really searchingly want to know in your life right now, like something that, what is a question that you have been struggling with yourself? Like actually struggling with, like, how old are you? You're 17 years old, so you're in high school? All right, what is going to be the next chapter in your life? College, do you know where you're going? Do you know what you want to do with college? Okay, so that's good. I think we're getting to something here. So, no. Don't fall into that trap. So, all right, let me ask a question for you. That's a good point. That's a great idea. Film and television.
Yeah.
How did you come to that?
Well, I mean, I just always loved like all behind the scenes and everything, and I just like, especially directing, that's like the dream, and I just love.
Have you ever experimented with directing like little shorts or little things with your friends? It's something you should try. Like start playing around with it on your phone. Just experiment with that in that process. I'm going to give you, since you're asking for career advice, I'm going to offer you some, and that's do in the work that you're in the work that you're pursuing in your academic career, and after that, do the thing that actually excites you. Like just keep following that passion, but actually do it. Like actually just start directing things. Just start playing around with what that process is. Start editing on your phone. You can even mess around with like, you know, re-editing the blooper reel of Supernatural or something like that. And if you actually like find the passion in what you're doing, you're gonna have great success in your career. Thank you so much for that question. Why?
Because it's important.
Because why? Oh, no you don't. Fine, Cinderella. And I'll tell you why. Because that's the only name of a Disney princess that I know. Thank you for that question. And your other question, which was better.
Hi, Misha.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. My name is Brittany. I want to know if you had any favorite set pieces that were fun to interact with, or cool, or difficult locations to shoot at.
I guess I always lit up when I saw the pimp mobile on set. It was literally fun to play with because it had hydraulics. So, you know, like, it went up and down, put the back end up, the front end up, and make it bounce. We weren't allowed to do those things because it was always a rental. We were renting it from the guy that owned it, who made, I think, $1 million renting that car to us. That's a lie, but he made a lot. And but we were forbidden. It was expensive. The hydraulics were expensive, and we played with it like the first time that it was on set, and then we weren't allowed to play with it anymore. It was like, hey, that's gonna break. And then one day Jared was in the car with me, and he started playing with it, and I was like, no, we're not allowed to do that. And he's like, huh? And then it cost $10,000 to replace the hydraulics because it did break it. But that was a fun one. I wanted the Pitmobile at the end of the show, but then that's when they were like, but we've been renting it all along. And I was like, you've been renting it all along, you psychopaths? You could have bought that car 10 times. But they never did. So, you're welcome. I Jared and Jensen each got an Impala, and there were, I think we had like 5 Impalas or something like that. And I was like, you know what, hey guys, can I have an Impala too? And they were like, well, look into that. And I didn't get a whole Impala, but I did get a dashboard. Which, I don't know if you know what a dashboard of like an old car looks like. It doesn't even, it just, it looks like a piece of garbage. Nobody who looks at it is like, oh, that's a dashboard. It's just like, oh, there's a piece of garbage in your garage. Which is where it is, by the way. It's in my garage, because obviously you wouldn't bring something like that into your house. Or show it to anybody, because it's a piece of garbage. That's what I got.
Sign it and auction it off, someone will want it.
Yeah, I actually have given away or auctioned off for charity pretty much everything that I thought I had a little treasure trove of things that I stole from set. And now it's like all gone. I got rid of it all. I sent a few things to Eric Kripke's house burned down in the fires in the Palisades, and I was like, well, he probably would want some of these. He probably had some souvenirs, and they're definitely gone now. So I sent a few things to him too. But I don't have much left. It's like a bit of a life lesson, like realizing in the future, steal more. What's that?
Or do supernatural again.
Oh, that's good. You know what? Great idea. I think I'll do that. That's great. Thank you. I'll call up Eric and be like, hey Eric, just at a convention, a fan had a great idea. I just want to know how to do it. Supernatural again. Hi.
Hi, Misha. My name is Hannah.
Hi, Hannah.
I work as a mental health counselor. I was wondering if you could share your thoughts on like chasing your dreams, living your life authentically. I work a lot with clients to help them towards those goals, and I would love to hear your thoughts on that topic.
Wow, that's lofty. Can we go back to those hypothetical questions? Gosh, I mean, I have so many thoughts on the topic, of course, but I really think that it's so important to be happy with the work you're doing in life. And I think so often, so many of us fall into ruts. And I think it's really valuable to evaluate those and take risks. Like, I think too many times, too many of us are beholden to safety and comfort and convenience and don't take that step outside of our comfort zones or into something that feels a little bit scary or a little bit uncertain. And if you're not willing to take those steps into uncertainty or scariness, then you really don't have the opportunities to do the things that you really love a lot of times. Taking risks and being patient and being perseverant are all really important. And loving what you do enough that you're happy pursuing it, even in the absence of success, is really the only way to have real success. If you're like, I'm doing this thing so that I can be successful, so that I can have success, it's unlikely to work out. But if you're doing the thing because you love it, and you're engaged in the process and not in the product, then you're bound to have more success. I read somebody wrote recently that a quote that I really liked, which was, it's the verb of it, not the noun of it. It's the doing of the thing that inspires you and that you love. It's not the thing that you're going to acquire or achieve by doing that work.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
How do cast learn how to drive?
Well, you weren't watching very carefully, because Cass was in driver's ed. You must not have seen that episode. That would have been a great one. We should have done that. How did Cass learn how to drive? Oh my God, you're blowing my mind right now.
It bothers me.
It bothers me so much now. And I'm almost like, how did you keep watching the show after that? Like, I'm sorry, but up until this point, you had me. But now Cass knows how to drive all of a sudden? I'm out. That's unrealistic. It's super hard to learn how to drive. He did have a lot of time in the Impala and sort of stared, incessantly at Dean as he was driving, so probably picked up some visual cues there. Maybe it came as part of the download from Metatron. He downloaded all pop culture references. Maybe somewhere embedded in that was like a manual for driving an old Cadillac.
But it was only things that Metatron found interesting.
Maybe Metatron was into old cars. Maybe. That's probably it. I think we found the answer. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, Misha. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
My name's Jessica, and this is my first convention, and I'm here with my best friend Dana.
Hi, Dana.
Who is the reason, the person who got me into Supernatural 10 years ago, and more importantly, got me into Gish, which literally changed my life. So I'm so glad I get to say thank you for that.
Oh, thank you. That's really sweet to hear.
And the question I really want to ask is, will you promise me you'll bring it back? But I feel like that's a little unfair. So,
I was just thinking this morning about Gish as I was lying in bed and deciding, I don't need to go for a run today. It's too cold. And I was just ruminating about, I did Gish with my dear friend who I just saw the day before. And I was just thinking, God, what if I could get him to come back and do it again with me? Get it started again. We did have, it was so creatively gratifying. So cool to see all of the incredibles. For those of you who don't know, Gish stands for Greatest International Scavenger Hunt. And it was this thing that I started and ran for about 10 years. And people all over the world participated in this crazy kind of artistic, creative, disruptive, weird.
random acts of kindness and get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, and you would be good for our PR team.
I spent 25 years in PR, so I accept.
Okay.
So my question is, you know how with Gish, every year that you did it, anybody doing it could always come up with an item and submit. What would Cass have come up with? And would you have accepted it for the list?
Wow. Well, certainly I would have, if an actual angel submitted a Gish item, I think I definitely would have had to have included it. I don't know why this came into my head just now, but it feels true, so I'm going to just say this is what Cass would have said. There were a lot of little challenges in Gish, do this difficult thing or this slightly gross thing or this. The first thing that I ever got a submission from on Gish was the item. Well, this was the thing that you had to fulfill. You usually had to take a photo or a video and send it in to me. First one, the very first Gish I ran, the very first item submission that came into my email that first year was just people were emailing me the things. First one, the item was cover yourself head to toe in nothing but cotton candy with only your face showing and red lipstick smeared on your face. I don't know where the hell that came from in my head, but this first submission came into my email, and it was it populated slowly, back in the old days, right? The photos slowly resolved on my screen, And it was this kid standing in his poorly lit bedroom. He was like I don't know, like a 17-year-old kid in the Philippines, completely covered in cotton candy, with it like half melting onto his skin. And his face was covered in lipstick, and the expression on his face was just like he was basically had been tarred and feathered, right? And he looked so both like mortified and miserable at the same time. And I saw this picture populating it, and it just like, I thought to myself, this is why I was put on the planet. I've never been this happy in my life. So, Cass's item would be hold 3 tablespoons of peanut butter in your mouth for 15 minutes without swallowing.
Oh.
There you go. Because Castiel ate peanut butter, right? When he was like experimenting with being a human, he discovered peanut butter, but he didn't actually eat as an angel, so I think it fits. You know?
How many points?
Probably only 25 points. It's a pretty low point item, I'm sorry to say. Yeah. Thank you for your dish feedback there. It's nice to hear. Appreciate it. One of the items that we had in Gish one year was project a poem. I'm thinking of this because there's so many naval vessels here in Norfolk, but it was project the text of an Emily Dickinson poem on the hull of a naval warship. And there were these really arresting photos at night of like poetry projected onto the hulls of warship. And I use the term arresting purposely because some people did get arrested doing that. There were a surprisingly large number of arrests and not for that item, but for there was also a court martial. So we had a good time. It was fun. Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
My name is Amber. I'm from Suffolk. I want to know, what is the most Castiel thing you've ever accidentally done in real life?
I did call my son an ass butt recently. And it was reflexive. It wasn't like me trying to be funny. I was just like, oh my God, how did that come out? So that was pretty Castiel-ish, I think.
Thank you so much.
I realize there's an opportunity for me to plug one other thing while I'm up here. The Gish reference there made me think of it because we're doing some slightly Gishy things at the moment on my Substack. Do you have that QR code? It was up. If you want, you just take a picture of that and you can look at it later. But we've been like giving some Gishy challenges and then giving some prizes to people who do those things or win those things. So it's been kind of a fun community. There's a few people here, like you and you. There's a few people here and you who have been participating in the Substack community, which is kind of evolving into a little community, which is kind of fun. I guess some of you are getting together and having dinner here. If you're a part of the Substack community, you should look on the comments because there's a dinner get-together tomorrow night for those of you who are participating. See, I'm doing your PR now. It's not you, is it? You're welcome. All right. Yes. Where are we? I'm lost. Hi.
Hi, my name's Rebecca. How are
Hi,
you?
Rebecca. I'm good, thanks. That's my mom's name.
I love that. I was just wondering, I'm sorry to ask a question.
Oh, no.
It's not bad, it's not bad. It's about the show, it's about the show.
Okay, fine.
Okay, if you could pick one song to be in the series, there's obviously a lot of songs already in it, but one song. What song would it be and what scene would you imagine?
Well, I have a ready answer, which is Highway to Hell. And it's the scene where Cass is rocking the baby to sleep. Because that was supposed to be the song that Cass was singing to the baby. It was Highway to Hell. And I learned it, got to set, and they were like, so we couldn't get the rights to Highway to Hell. But we could get the rights to the Greatest American Hero theme song. So I had to run back to my trailer and song, but I always regretted that I didn't have the chance to rock a baby to sleep singing Highway to Hell. So thanks for allowing me to vent there.
Hi, my name is Hannah.
Hi, Hannah.
So I've been traveling a lot thanks to Supernatural, and I was wondering if you've traveled to every state in the continental U.S., and if you have, which one's your favorite to travel?
I don't think I've kept track. I don't think I have traveled to every, I think I've missed like South Dakota. Is it? Is that your favorite state?
No, Montana did it.
Oh, Montana is
I haven't done this
spectacular. The first time I went to Montana was on a bike trip, and I brought like a bunch of friends. There were like 10 of us, and we did this like bike trip around Montana. It was totally awesome, and had so much fun. But my wife we got there, and we were like setting up all of the gear for our bikes. We went to this bike store, and everybody was like getting extra tubes and figuring out any, tune-ups that we needed, and lube for the chain and everything. And then on the shelf there was this like, you know how you have the water bottle cages, like the little cage where you put the water bottle in your bike? Well, they had something that fit on one of those, but it was bear spray. And my wife was like, "Oh, we need to get that." And I was like, "No, we don't. We're riding on highways. We're not like out on logging roads in the middle of nowhere. We do not need a can of bear spray. And also, there's 10 of us. Like, we're 10 bikers. We're not going to get attacked by a bear." And she was like, "No, we need to get it." And I was like, "Oh my God, we don't." She was like, "We do." So you can see why we got divorced. And so I was like, "All right, fine." But I begrudgingly spent $50 and bought this bear spray and put it on my bike. And then we were riding on this open highway in Montana, and I was in the front of the group of 10 friends, out in the middle of nowhere, and there was like a crack in the cement on the highway, and my front tire hit it. It was like one of those jarring bumps, and it knocked the bear spray out of the holster, and it hit the ground, and it started spraying. And so I pepper sprayed all 10 of us. And then we had to ride like a couple of miles to get to the first like gas station where there was a sink and everybody ran in. But there was like 3 guys at the sink washing their hands, and I was like, and their faces, and I was like, all right, I guess I'll go pee while they're doing that. Terrible mistake. So, yeah, thanks for bringing up Montana. Hi, guys.
Oh, he's there.
I think you should ask a question.
Yeah, me too.
You waited all this time, and you have such a nice T-shirt on.
Right.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Amber.
Hi, Amber.
I just graduated from film school last year.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. And I wanted to know what advice you have for someone starting out in the industry with like getting jobs.
See, now that 17-year-old could have asked that question. Starting out in the industry and getting jobs. Guys, you came at just the right time.
Well, it's your panel. Yeah, I would not want to step on your toes, buddy. This is your time to shine.
I think don't immediately, this is like genuine practical advice, don't immediately go to New York or LA or Atlanta and try to like jump in with a big fish. Start locally and just build up a body of work. Like get familiar, spend a lot of time on set, do all of the jobs, just learn everything. Like everything that you learn, all of that intricacy is going to be helpful. And also, like, be creative. What do you want to do? You want to be a writer, director? You want to do editing? So that's so great because you can start by editing anything. There's like so much stuff that needs to be edited these days, and just keep working at it. The more you work that muscle, the better the work you'll do is. And I would also say one thing about editing that I think a lot of people overlook. Editing is really about storytelling. and you really have to learn to think like a storyteller. If you want to edit well, it's not just technical. Somebody can be technically really great at editing and actually cut together a really bad edit.
It's funny, you're 100% right. I always say the difference is there's assembling things, which is not artistic, but it makes sense. And then the storytelling about that's when you're really getting into the editing.
The other thing I would add is that you've got, Rich always says that you have all the technology you need right on your phone, right on your laptop, so it's a great place to practice.
Editing is an awesome and easy to get into field, I think. Like that one, it's like if you're going to start out as a director, that's a lot harder. There's a lot more that you have to do to get there. But editing, you can make happen. And I'll say, just starting out, another thing that I found really useful, and this is what I did when I was starting out. When I got my first job on camera here in Norfolk, I had done this in advance in order to sort of pave the way. Just lie on your resume.
Say that you served in the Navy.
That's right. Stolen valor, whatever it takes.
Yeah, that's actually uncomfortably good advice from you. And good luck to you, by the way.
Oh, really? Aww.
Hey, Rob. Mark just delivered. Hello, Marcus. Radio. Misha just received a letter from. What's all this white powder all over?
Aww.
Well, whatever you do, don't read it out loud. Was that to a wrong guy?
Yeah, I gave you the wrong one, yeah.
Dear Rob Benedict, your apology is accepted. Please, let's not let that kind of touching happen again.
It does get confusing. That does look like an M. It is an M.
It's a W?
Oh, I got it wrong.
Mr. Benedict.
Hi.
It was.
You're not funny. You think you're funny, you're not.
It said, Mark Pellegrino, thank you. Last night was so amazing. I'm still trembling.
In great moments of panels, that wasn't one.